Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, regretting the absence of the Army, I nevertheless want to thank our panel for being here. We're very fortunate to have each of you here. You provide a very valuable service to our country. Thank you for coming today. As a member of the House Armed Services Committee, I have always been guided by President Ronald Reagan's wisdom that America will ensure peace through strength. Upholding our Constitution and maintaining a strong defense should be our highest priorities as federal elected officials, because if we don't get these priorities right, nothing else will matter. Today we're here to talk about the Army's Future Combat System program. The General Accounting Office has recently released its yearly report on the FCS system. By the way, as you know, Mr. Chairman, the requirement to generate this report came from this subcommittee. In fact, there have been multiple legislative provisions in regard to this program that were all generated from this subcommittee. And Mr. Chairman, although in recent years we have differed in regards to decrementing the program, every one of the FCS legislative provisions was done in a bipartisan manner, and I applaud your leadership. There have been recent media reports about a pending major restructure to the FCS program. I would add, Mr. Chairman, that while I understand that we in Congress have many difficult decisions to make in this upcoming budget cycle, that it would be premature for us to condemn the program going forward until we have seen the results of the 2010 budget, full transparency regarding the potential restructured program, and finally, the results from the congressionally mandated go, no-go review. And again, Mr. Chairman, this review is another provision that originated in this subcommittee. One last point. While I understand the primary purpose of this hearing is to discuss programmatic issues and concerns, I believe it is difficult to have such a conversation without a thorough understanding of what led the Army down this path. I've heard that some believe that this is a Cold War system. I'm not really sure what that means, but it's a good bumper sticker. I believe the Army could benefit from thoroughly explaining what the future threat is and what the capability gaps are that have led the Army down this path. Is the foundation that launched the Army into this program in 2003 still valid today? What lessons have been applied from Iraq and Afghanistan? At the end of the day, whatever happens, the Army must be allowed to modernize. Parents are reluctant to send their children to school without the latest and greatest cell phones. They certainly aren't going to want them to join the Army so they can defend our nation in vehicles that were designed in the 60s and built in the 70s. And forcing the Army to choose between personnel and modernization isn't a choice at all. I believe that there should be a balance between acquisition and procurement for current needs and research and development for future opportunities. I am a farmer as well as a scientist and engineer. I would caution if the Army is forced to eat its seed corn, which is its R&D, then we will forego in large measure the potential of future harvests of better technologies. I look forward to hearing from our witnesses today, and I want to thank you again for your service to our country and for appearing before us this afternoon. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.